Students of class 6, today I am going to start your science chapter number 4, that is the sorting materials into groups. You know, many materials are available around us. They have got different property, so it is very difficult to group them together. But there are few property which is common among so many materials. According to that, we are going to grouping some materials as follows. Now, most of the materials occupy space. Almost you can say all materials occupy space. If you keep materials, they have to occupy some spaces. The spaces occupied by the material is known as their volume. Now all materials have mass. Materials either they are light or heavy, but they contain some mass. Mass is the unit contents of a body, which will read later on detail. Now grouping of things. You would have noticed that the some object could put more than one group because they are common among many groups. So we'll come to the next topic. One matter. Matter, actually, what is matter? All materials occupy space and have a mass as they made up of the matter. Now once you will go inside, deep inside the matter, they are divided into three states, that is the solid, liquid and gaseous. Before that I will tell you about the atomic structure little bit. One scientist, his name was John Dalton. He discovered the smallest particle of an matter, that is known as the atom. Atom is the smallest particle of the matter which cannot be further divided according to him. But later on, some more scientists, they have divided atoms in other groups, that is neutron, proton and electron. This is also a higher subject, you will read in higher classes. Here you will know the smallest particle of a matter is known as atom, and it has got the property of that material. Now what are the properties of materials? Let us study. Sorry. All materials, as I told you, they are solid, liquid and gaseous. So first, you know what are solids. Solids are those materials, they have definite shape and volume. Now other property of these materials are, they do not flow. Once you will keep them in one place, they will remain. They cannot be compressed. Solid materials cannot be compressed. Now sorry again. Now next is the liquid. The liquid possesses the following characteristics. They have fixed volume, and once they will go underneath, they can float. Liquids are just generally got the property of floating. They will float, and then once you keep in some container, they will follow the same shape of that container. So this is the one more characteristics of liquids. If you keep in some container like milk and water, they are liquid. If you put in some container, so they will make their shape like that. They can be compressed little bit, not so much, they can be compressed. Solid cannot be compressed, but liquid little bit can be compressed. Next is the gases. Gases molecular structure are little apart. They can flow in various side of the places. Now their places, they can occupy in whole containers. If you will keep in some containers, they will going to occupy all area, even they can flow upside, bottom side, left side, right side. Now come to the other property, that is known as solubility. Solubility is that property of a substance which show that they dissolve in water. If a substance can dissolve in water, you can say they are soluble. If it cannot dissolve in water, you can say it is insoluble. That is the simple thing. So this is also a property of metal. Some materials they can soluble in water and some are not soluble in water. Example you can say very well, like sugar, milk, they can be dissolved in water. Oil, they cannot dissolve in water. So in this definition, we can say again, the two liquids like milk and water which mix with each other are called miscible liquids, while oil and water are called immiscible liquids, and as they do not mix to each other. Now we'll come to the next topic. Our next topic is related to this. We are going to another property of the metals and materials, that is the some materials are good conductor of heat and electricity and some are not good conductor of heat electricity. Like metals generally they are good conductors of heat and electricity. Next is the transparency. In some materials you can see they are transparent like glass and all. You can see just apart from that. And other materials you cannot see apart from that. That is the some plastic, wood and all. Some are little bit you can see just apart from this. So material in which like glass you can see a part clearly, they are known as transparent material. Other material which you cannot see a part, they are known as opaque materials. Now some materials in your school glass you might have seen, you can't see across. With some obstruction you can see, so that is known as translucent material. You can study this thing in light chapter again properly. Now luster. Some metals have a property by which they are having shining in nature. That is known as lustrous property of the metal. You can see gold, silver and steel, they are shining like anything. Some metals are materials, they do not show any luster, they are dull in nature. Next is density. Some materials has got more density like iron. If you keep in some water, they will generally sink. And some materials like feather and all, they will not going to sink. So that is one more property of material, that is known as density. If density is more, they will sink. If density is less than water, they will float. Now, according to that, I told you other property, texture. Texture is another property of the metal. Materials can be rough or smooth depending upon their feelings. If you touch them, you will feel some materials are very rough and some are very smooth. For example, silk, paper, etc., they are smooth in touch, and sandpaper and jute bags, etc., are rough texture. Now conduction of heat, already I told you, the material by which electricity can pass very easily, they are known as good conductor of heat and electricity, and in which materials current cannot be passed easily, that is known as the insulators. Now conduction of electricity, because of some materials, iron, copper, gold and all, they are having good conduction of electricity. So many wire has been made, electrical wire. And last is the magnetic, you can say magnetism. Magnetism is a property of metal by which they are having more magnetic property, like material like iron, cobalt, nickel, they attract towards the magnets. These are called magnetic materials. While things made up of wood, rubber, plastics are not attracted towards the magnets, these materials are called non-magnetic materials. Now thus this is end of your lesson. Exercise and question answer I will give you later on. Thank you.